Karen and the Cryptids, Episode 3, Hobbies. One Sunday afternoon, Missy decided to visit the Cryptids. Zyler 9 was on the roof of the house, carefully placing an antenna up. "What are you doing, Zyler 9? Zyler 9 says, "I'm installing a Mars radio station. I heard about Mars and Aries radio services, and I'm excited to see if I can talk to Mars. You can call me Zip if you like." Missy says, "I don't think that means what you think, Zyler 9. And have you seen Bigfoot?" Zyler 9 says, "He's in the back, but you have to look for him carefully. He's in the nature blind to take nature photos." Missy, surprised at the incredible camouflage that Bigfoot was using, quietly asked, "What you up to?" He says, "We all decided to take up hobbies for self-enrichment. I decided to take up photography to make amends for destroying so many cameras over the years, and it's so much fun." "Oh wow, that's a great idea," Missy said. "And I have a hobby myself, but you might think it's weird." Bigfoot says, "You're talking to a Bigfoot. There's absolutely no way you could possibly have a hobby that's weirder than that." Bigfoot says, "Please tell me." Missy says, "Okay, but don't laugh, all right?" Bigfoot says, "Okay." Missy says, "I collect vintage sardines." Bigfoot says, "Wow, that's really weird." Missy says, "You really think so?" And Bigfoot says, "Ha ha, gotcha." Bigfoot says, "Nessie is making banana bread this evening. Why not come by and we'll all talk about our hobbies? I'm very intrigued about your hobby, and I'm sure everyone else will be too." That evening, after dinner, they all had Nessie's delicious banana bread. Nessie starts the conversation. "I made this banana bread in my new she shed in the back. I have a new kitchen all for myself and my baking." Bigfoot says, "I took these pictures of deer behind the house and developed the film myself in my walk-in closet turned dark room." Zyler 9 says, "I am into all things radio, amateur radio, CB radio, GMRS, and shortwave radio. You were right earlier that Mars didn't even mean the planet and Aries wasn't the star system, but I'm proud to be able to help people during times of disaster." Vampire Kid says, "I'm into drone racing, and I just love it. I fly the cul-de-sac at the back of the neighborhood, and I can't be happier about it." "Tell us about your hobby, Missy." Missy says, "All right, but it's kinda lame. I collect vintage sardines and the cans. Many have artwork on them that is quite beautiful. And as you know, I love eating fish. My collection is quite edible, and I will eat a can of vintage sardines on a special occasion." Bigfoot says, "That's fascinating. Do you have some of these cans that we can look at?" Missy says, "Of course. Please be careful, as some of my collection are so rare they can't be replaced." And she passes some cans of sardines around. Meanwhile, Karen is in the bushes outside recording everything. "I've got them now," she thinks, and leaves. The next morning, Karen bangs on the door. "You're all being fined for HOA violations." Bigfoot opens the door, and Karen smugly gives him all the fines. "This is preposterous," Bigfoot tells the others. "We will take this up at the HOA meeting tomorrow." The next day, Karen and the Cryptids show up at the meeting. Karen brings an easel and does a presentation. Bigfoot's blind is an eyesore, covered with moss and grass. He's using dangerous chemicals for developing photos. Nessie has a commercial oven, and Karen questions the building codes for the she shed. Zyler 9's antennas are an eyesore and can interfere with TV reception in the neighborhood. And Vampire Kid is flying too close to an airport with an unregistered drone. Plus there's a noise complaint by Karen, of course. Lastly, Missy's sardine cans are smelly, attracting bugs, rusty and dirty, creating an eyesore. How will the Cryptids get out of this? Will they be able to enjoy their hobbies? Will the narrator ever get a clear speaking voice or a life? Will anyone ever call Zyler 9 Zip? Find out next week for the conclusion. Like, comment, and subscribe.